Hello Pasangala, Vanakkam and welcome. This is your master teacher Nivetha, making bio learning very simplified just for all of you guys. So wishing all of you a very happy new year. Okay, may this 2024 be a very successful year for all of you. Yes. So யாரெல்லாம் லைவை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்களோ ஒரு ஹாய் சொல்லுங்கள். ப்ளீஸ் டு புட் அ விக்ட்ரி சைன் இன் த சேட் பாக்ஸ். ஸோ இன்றைக்கி நான் கொண்டு வந்திருக்க டாபிக் ரொம்ப முக்கியமான டாபிக் பசங்களா. As you already know, excretory products and their elimination. Okay, so I want everyone watching this live, okay, to just put a victory sign in the chat box so we can continue. A very happy new year பசங்களா. So உங்கள் நியூ இயர் எல்லாம் எப்படி போச்சு? Yes, there are 7 of you watching, so please do respond. Hi Madan, hi. So hope you guys had a lot of fun during the New Year celebrations. So now you're very close to your NEET exam. Correcta? 2024 vandirchi. 2024 rombo thalli irukka mari irunduchi. Correcta? Today we are on Jan 2nd 2024. So we need to gear up with our preparation pasangla. Yes. So a very happy new year. We'll get into the session. So before I get into the session, I think all of you know about Vedantu's daily practice problem. By the end of today's session, Anji ரொம்ப simple ஆன question உங்களுக்கு இந்த செஷன்ல இருந்து கேட்கப்படும். Test yourself immediately what you have learned. வாங்க பசங்களா செஷனுக்குள்ள போலாம். So all of you watching, I think we are going to do a very important topic. So human physiology the first chapter முடிச்சிட்டோம். That is your body fluids and circulation. We did it, and now we are moving on to excretory product and their elimination. Okay, so first of all, excretory product na enna pasangala? What do you guys understand? I want everyone to respond. I want everyone to be active in the chat section. Okay, that's very important. So excretory product na enna? Adu rombo simple. They are the metabolic waste pasangala. So that is what we call it as excretory product. And you know what? And all these metabolic waste are nitrogenous in nature. Okay, so ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். அதே உங்களுக்கு digestive waste இருக்கு. Okay, and the process of removal of digestive waste is called egestion. So egestion is different, excretion is different. Egestion na enna? It is a removal of undigested waste. Okay, excretion na enna? It is a removal of excretory waste or the metabolic waste, which is usually nitrogenous in nature. Am I audible? So last time we had some issues with the audio. Now am I clear? Am I audible? Please do respond. Only when you respond I will understand. Okay? Clear ah irukka your voice? Clear ah irukka your voice? Yes, I think it is fine. Okay? Yeah. இப்போ நம்ம செஷனுக்குள்ளே போகலாம். இந்த செஷனில் நம்ம என்னென்ன பார்க்க போகிறோன்னா the types of excretory product பார்க்க போகிறோம். ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அண்ட் இன்னொரு முக்கியமான விஷயம் பசங்களா, 2023ல் இந்த excretories products சாப்டர்லேருந்து 4 கொஸ்டின் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ இயர் பை இயர் the number of questions that is asked in this chapter is increasing. So this chapter has a very high weightage. Okay, அதை மட்டும் கிளியராக ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay, the voice is clear. Very good. Thanks for confirming, Madan. Yes, so நான் already சொன்ன மாதிரி it is the elimination of metabolic waste product from the animal body to regulate the composition of body fluids. So imagine என்னோட பாடியில இருந்து என்னோட body fluids எது? என்னோட blood and lymph. என்னோட blood and lymphல இருந்து இந்த metabolic waste remove பண்ணப்படலை. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? என்னோட பாடியில் அது accumulate ஆகிட்டே போகும். என்ன accumulate ஆகும்? என்னோட excretory waste accumulate ஆகிட்டே போகும். And that is highly dangerous for my system. ஓகே, ஸோ 3 விதமான இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டான எக்ஸ்க்ரீட்டரி ப்ராடக்ட் இருக்குது. ஒன்று வந்து அமோனியா, இன்னொன்று வந்து யூரிக் ஆசிட், இன்னொன்று வந்து யூரியா. ஸோ மிச்சதெல்லாம் வந்து கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா தான். லைக் கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடு, யூ ஹேவ் அயான்ஸ் லைக் சோடியம், பொட்டாசியம், குளோரைட், ஃபாஸ்பேட் அண்ட் சல்ஃபேட். தெர் ஆர் 3 important excretory waste, that is ammonia, uric acid and urea. Okay, I hope this is clear. So I'm going to discuss very important things now. There are 3 kinds of excretory pathways, okay, depending on the excretory waste. Okay, the first one is ammonotelism. Romba easy. Nariya per adu aminotelism nu solranga, adu aminotelism kedaiyadhu, ammonotelism. Okay, so ammonotelism na enna? Ammonia is the waste. Okay, so ammonia, uric acid appo urea la pathina ammonia da romba toxic. Okay, so what is the formula of ammonia? It is NH3, correct? So ammonia is the excretory waste and it is highly toxic, and the process of removal of ammonia is called ammonotelism. Okay, and who are the organisms who basically excrete them? We call them as ammonotelic. Examples are very important pasangla. All your aquatic invertebrates nama padichomla, coelenterata, porifera, they are all ammonotelic. Okay, aquatic insects, your crustaceans, your crabs, prawns, they are all ammonotelic. Okay, then you have bony fishes. Okay, yes, NH3, correct. Then you have bony fishes, cartilaginous fishes and rendu irukku, correct? So bony fishes are also ammonotelic, and aquatic amphibians. So in the example rendu kandipa question kete kekalam pasangala. So it is very important. Yeah, why are these organisms aquatic? Okay, enna agona, in the toxic ammonia will dissolve in water and gets converted into NH4. What is NH4? Ammonium. So ammonium is not so toxic, whereas ammonia is toxic. So they need a lot of water to dissolve, and that's why aquatic organisms are ammonotelic. Okay, is ammonotelic clear pasangla? Any doubts in ammonotelic, please do put it in the chat section. So yaralla in this live paathuட்டு இருக்கீங்களோ, please do put a victory sign, do like the live. Okay, yes. So ammonotelism புரிஞ்சதா எல்லாருக்கும்? ammonotelism புரிஞ்சதா? Any doubts? Please do respond. The next one is ureotelism. Ureo na romba easy. The excretory waste is urea pasangla. Okay, so this urea is a very important excretory waste in all the terrestrial organisms. So number mammals confirm பண்ணுவாங்க இளவரசன், they will confirm if there is a class or not. Okay, yeah. So mammals, terrestrial amphibians, avanga ellathliyum urea is the excretory waste. Okay, so in the urea நம்ம பாடியில எங்க synthesize பண்ணப்படுதுன்னு தெரியுமா? Is it, I'll give you two options. Is it kidney or is it liver? Where is urea produced? Yes, where is urea produced pasangla? உங்க கிட்னியா உங்க லிவரா? ஆப்ஷனும் சொல்லிட்டேன். இல்ல ஏதாச்சும் ஒன்னு சூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Come on, please do answer. Yes, where is urea produced? I will tell you. சொல்றீங்களா? urea is produced in the liver pasangla. So நிறைய பேர் என்ன யோசிப்பீங்க, urea is produced in the kidney நினைப்பீங்க. கிடையாது. urea is produced in the liver and later on it is excreted through the kidney. உங்க kidney வந்து ஒரு excretory organ மட்டும்தான். அந்த waste எங்க produce ஆகுதுன்னா it is produced in the liver. So all of you please to understand that the urea cycle happens in the liver. இப்போ நீங்க ammonia, urea, uric acid எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா ammonia is more toxic. Okay, your uric acid is less toxic. Your urea is neither too toxic or neither too less toxic. Okay, so இந்த urea வந்து ஒரு moderate levelல இருக்கு. Okay, அதுதான் urea ஓட function. Okay, yes. Yeah, then you have uricotelism. Uricotelism na enna pasangla? What is the excretory waste? Uric acid. Okay, romba interesting another. This uric acid doesn't require more water to dissolve. Okay, so their waste will be in the form of pellets. Okay, so pellets mari irukum avangaloda waste. Okay, so adanala da they are called uricotelic, and they are the least toxic form. So which are all the organisms which are uricotelic? Reptiles, birds and snails. Okay, your mollusca, few of your mollusca, reptiles and birds are uricotelic. Okay, so இந்த மூணு புரிஞ்சாலே உங்களுக்கு நிறைய questions answer பண்ணலாம். Ammonotelism, ureotelism and uricotelism. So we are all what? We are all ureotelic. Okay, so we all excrete urea as the excretory waste. Okay, and one more very important 4-mark question, match the following type question, kandipa kekalam. Okay, I assure you, because idu vande ungalku idhiliyum irukku, idhila you studied in animal kingdom also, correct? So adhe idhula ungalku idhiliyum kuduthirukanga, the excretory organ in different invertebrates. Okay, so invertebrates la pathina unga platyhelminthes la pathina flame cell irukum. So platyhelminthes na enna, unga planaria, liver fluke, they all you have flame cells. Okay, then you have nephridia. Nephridia enga irukku? Annelida la irukku. Unga earthworm, leech, there all you see this. Okay, then you have Malpighian tubule. Where do you see Malpighian tubule? In insects. Okay, then you have antennal glands. Antennal glands are also seen in insects. Green glands, Malpighian tubule, antennal gland, we all see them in insects. Okay, so this is a very very potential question pasangla. Please do tell me if you have understood this. Okay, enna mari kodupanga, column A, column B kuduthuruvanga, inda pakkom flame cell, nephridia, Malpighian tubule, antennal gland kuduthuruvanga. Inga they would have given the organisms which are present and where they are present. These are called as the organs of excretory system in invertebrates. Coming to your human excretory system. Okay, so what is the function of this human excretory system? Okay, it is going to remove the metabolic waste. Okay, so namma odamla irukka moonu metabolic waste ededuna, you have urea, creatinine and uric acid. Okay, highest romba jaasti irukkiradhu vandu urea. Okay, and what is the one more function? It helps to maintain the water salt balance in our body. So nama body la there is a constant internal environment. Oh, thank you Madan, thank you. Yes, okay, fine, good. Yeah, so this will be from NEET point of view. You can continue watching. Ana enna sollitrundha, it helps in maintenance of water salt balance, it helps in maintenance of acid salt balance. Okay, and it also helps in secretion of two important hormones, one is renin and erythropoietin. Okay, yes, osmoregulation, very good. They also help in maintaining a constant internal environment, adha vandu nama homeostasis nu solluvom. So unga kidney oda function enna na removal of excretory waste. Okay, maintenance of osmoregulation, maintenance of homeostasis, and they also secrete two important hormone, one is your renin and your erythropoietin. So idu vandu neenga 10th standard la inde padichittu irukeenga, correct? So what are the different parts of your excretory system? So where is your excretory system situated? It is situated on either side of your vertebral column, just below the diaphragm. Okay, all this could be a question in your exam. It consists of a pair of kidneys, one pair of ureter, okay, urinary bladder and urethra. Idella neenga generally padichadha, ungalku purinjirukum kandipa, correct? The right kidney is slightly lower than the left. Okay, unga right kidney vandu konjam mela irukum, unga left kidney vandu konjam keela irukum. So what is the dimensions? Dimensions na enna size? Okay, it is 10 to 12 centimeter, okay, long, 5 to 7 centimeter wide and 2 to 3 centimeter thick. They have also given it in inches. Okay, average weight in 120 to 170 gram irukku unga average weight. Okay, idella avlo mukkiyam kedaiyadhu. This is important from NEET point of view. So where are they located? They are located slightly, they are located in the either side of your vertebral column, just below your diaphragm. Okay, so can we continue pasangla? So what are the different parts of your kidney in papoma? So in the kidney ndradhu, it is encapsulated. So eppadi unga heart is situated in a pericardium, correct? Adhe mari unga kidney is situated in a capsule called renal capsule pasangla. So your entire kidney is encapsulated in a structure called renal capsule. So in the study of excretory system nama enna theriyuma solluvom, we call it as nephrology. Okay, and the doctors who treat this kidney diseases, we call them as nephrologists. Okay, so they are reddish brown bean shaped structure in a tough 3-layered fibrous renal capsule. Okay, they are situated enga irukku nammaloda kidney, the last thoracic and the third lumbar vertebrae. Idu romba mukkiyam. Okay, I am doing line by line, so please to understand. There is a convex side. So இது வந்து உங்களோட convex side, கரெக்ட்டா? So இது வந்து உங்களோட concave side. இந்த concave sideல ஒரு depression இருக்கு பசங்களா. In the kidney on the concave side there is a depression and that depression is called hilum. Okay, hilum illa hilum, however you pronounce it as. Okay, and this hilum is a point of entry for the renal artery and renal vein. Now I am asking a question, what could be the function of this renal artery and what could be the function of renal vein? I want everyone watching the session to please tell me. Romba easy. Idu vandu red la irukku, what does red color indicate and what does blue color indicate? Romba easy ana question. All of you please to tell me. In the hilum endradhu, it is going to lead into a structure called pelvis. So pelvis endradhu or broad ana structure. Okay, hilum endradhu or narrow structure. The narrow structure leads into a broad structure called renal pelvis. Okay, yes, I asked you a question. What is the function of renal artery? See, your kidney is an organ. Though it is actually purifying my blood, it also needs oxygen, correct? So this renal artery is going to provide oxygenated blood to my kidney, pasangla. Rombo rombo mukkiyam. Renal vein will collect the deoxygenated blood away from the kidney. Okay, so that is the function of your renal artery and renal vein. Okay, இப்போ இந்த pelvis போய் என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னு பாப்போம். Okay, any doubts still here? All of you understood still here? Please do put a victory sign or hearts. Please do let me know. அப்பதான் I can continue. Yes. Yeah. Next என்ன வருது? You have your ureter. So from your renal pelvis you have the ureters coming out. So in the ureter what do? They conduct urine, okay, from the kidney to the bladder. So or pipe marina structure, romba thin ana pipe marina structure. It is 3 layered. It has a mucosa, it has a smooth muscle and it has a outer connective tissue. Okay, it conveys urine by peristalsis. So peristalsis na enna pasangla? It is the smooth muscle contraction and relaxation. Okay, so this ureter will contract, relax. Okay, and it results in the delivery of the urine into the urinary bladder. Okay, so now coming to urinary bladder, it stores urine. It has 3 openings, 2 for the ureter and 1 for the urethra. Inga or opening and inga or opening. Okay, the bladder wall is expandable. Okay, it's a muscular bag inda solla. Okay, there are 2 sphincter muscles that control the release of urine into the urethra. Okay, so you can see a muscle. Okay, enna nadakonna, the whenever the urinary bladder gets filled, there are stretch receptors on the urinary bladder that is going to activate your CNS and that's going to result in the urination. Okay, opening of the urethra and that results in urination. Adha patti inno konja nera kalichi clear ah padipom. Okay, so you can see the aorta, you can see the vena cava, correct? So what does vena cava do? They carry the deoxygenated blood. Okay, and what does the aorta do? It is going to supply the oxygenated blood to the kidney. Okay, so it is very very important to understand all these aspects. So what is urethra? Urethra is a small tube that leads from the urinary bladder to an external opening. Rombo easy. Its function is to remove urine from the body. Idu romba nalla padichittirukom. What is urination? Urination nama enna nu kuda solrom? We call it as micturition. Okay, urination is also called as micturition. So the stretch receptor in the wall of the bladder send impulses when the bladder fills up to 250 ml. The motor impulses, so I think all of you know that there are motor neurons and sensory neurons, correct? So the motor impulses from subspinal cord causes the bladder to contract and micturition occurs. So idu vandu rombo important. What is micturition? It is a process of release of urine pasangla. So ellarum in the live like pannunga. Okay, now we will try to understand the other parts of your kidney. Okay, so na sonna mari you have your hilum. This is your hilum. In the depression per nama enna solrom? Hilum nu solrom. The hilum leads into renal pelvis. Okay, so in the renal pelvis enna agudhu? The renal pelvis is further actually dividing into calyces. Okay, you can see here. You can see these structures, we call them as renal calyces or renal calyx. Okay, they have 2 or 3 tubes and now these renal calyx lead into minor calyx, major calyx and minor calyx. Okay, so they lead into renal calyx. Renal calyx are of 2 types. one is your major, other one is your minor. Okay, ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Major எத்தனை இருக்கு பசங்களா? You have 2 or 3. Minor எத்தனை இருக்கு? 7 to 20. So this is about your renal pelvis and renal calyx. So any doubts here? Does anyone have any doubts here? And always remember, kidney has 2 regions. The outer, எப்பவுமே வெளியே இருக்கிறத வந்து நம்ம cortex ன்னு சொல்றோம், உள்ள இருக்கிறத வந்து நம்ம medulla ன்னு சொல்றோம். Okay, the outer cortex and the inner medulla. So we will see the other parts of it. Okay, now we have renal cortex. It is the outermost portion of the kidney that covers the pyramids and dips down in between them. So you can see here, you can see the renal pyramid. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு pyramid மாதிரி triangular structure இருக்குல்ல, அதுதான் நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்றோம், renal pyramid ன்னு சொல்றோம். Okay, then you have renal medulla. This is the inner region. So இந்த renal pyramid ன்றது உங்க cortexலயும் கொஞ்சம் cortexலயும் கொஞ்சம் medullaலயும் divide பண்ணப்பட்டிருக்கு. Okay, and what is renal column? You can see the space. You can see the space between renal pyramid, that is called as renal column. நம்ம renal column column of Bertuni னு சொல்றோம். Okay, column of Bertuni. That is also very important. இங்க கொடுத்திருக்காங்க பாருங்க. Column of Bertuni named after Joseph Burton. Okay, am I clear still here? Are you all understanding what are the different parts of your kidney? Yes or no? Please do let me know. Or heart in கொடுங்க, so I understand what you guys are actually trying to do here. Yes, இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பார்க்க போறோம்னா, the functional unit of kidney, nephron. Neuron வேற, nephron வேற. So இந்த nephron ன்றது என்னன்னா, each and every kidney is made up of about 1 million nephrons. Okay, so the functional unit of respiratory system is alveoli. Okay, the functional unit of nervous system is neuron. The functional unit of kidney is nephron. Okay, thank you. We will continue. So இந்த nephron ன்றது என்னப்பா? What is this nephron made up of? Okay, so this nephron actually has 2 important region. Okay, so இதை வந்து நம்ம Malpighian body ன்னு சொல்லுவோம், அப்புறம் tubular part ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, so they are, இதில் தான் நம்ம actual blood வந்து filter ஆகுது. So the blood filtration actually takes place in my nephron. Okay, so nephronல என்னென்ன part இருக்கு? அதனாலதான் from this only the word comes nephrology, nephrologist, everything comes because of this. Okay, so nephron has a Malpighian body, ரொம்ப important, Malpighian body, and it also has a tubular part. Okay, so in the Malpighian body la enna irukona, you have 2 things. Okay, one is your Bowman's capsule. Okay, Bowman's capsule. Another one is your glomerulus. என்னன்னு சொல்லுவோம், glomerulus ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, உங்க tubular partல என்னென்ன இருக்குன்னா, you have PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, then you have loop of Henle or Henle's loop, எப்படி வேணா சொல்லிக்கலாம். Okay, then you have DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Okay, then you have your collecting duct. So இதுதான் நீங்க எல்லாருமே முதல்ல புரிஞ்சிக்க வேண்டிய விஷயம். So nephronக்குள்ளே இத்தனை parts இருக்கு பசங்களா. Okay, Bowman's capsule, glomerulus, PCT, loop of Henle, DCT and collecting duct. Okay, இத Malpighian body னு சொல்லுவோம், இல்ல renal corpuscle னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, so what is this actual structure? We'll try to understand one by one. Okay, so you can see here. First, renal corpuscle. So renal corpuscle na enna sonna, it is also called as your Malpighian body nu sonna, correct ah? So idhula enna irukona, you can see a Bowman's capsule, or a cup, or a trough. Okay, ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு glass trough அப்படி imagine பண்ணிக்கோங்க, அதுதான் உங்களோட Bowman's capsule. Okay, அந்த Bowman's capsuleல நிறைய blood vessels இருக்கு. Okay, அந்த blood vessel பேரு glomerulus. Okay, try to understand, don't get confused. Okay, so glomerular capsule illati nama adu enna solrom, Bowman's capsule nu solrom. Okay, we call it as Bowman's capsule. So in the Bowman's capsule endradhu or cup. Okay, you can see here, this is your cup. Okay, and in that you have a tuft of blood vessel. Tuft na enna, nariya blood vessels irukku, nariya capillaries irukku. So adha nama tuft of blood capillaries ன்னு சொல்றோம். Okay, புரிஞ்சதா பசங்களா? Did everyone understand here? Yes. Next you have renal tubule. எல்லாரும் please do respond. Renal tubule என்ன இருக்கு? Proximal convoluted tubule. அப்படினா என்ன பசங்களா? Proximalனா என்ன? கிட்ட. ஓகே, என்னோட ரீனல் கார்பஸலுக்கு கிட்ட இருக்கு, அது கன்வல்யூட்டடா இருக்கு, நிறைய சுத்தி சுத்தி இருக்கு. So we call it as PCT. Okay, then you have loop of nephron. You can see this is the loop of nephron இல்ல loop of Henle கூட சொல்றோம், ரெண்டுமே ஒண்ணுதான். ஓகே, இதுல என்ன இருக்கு? descending limb இருக்கு. ஓகே, இது வந்து உங்க loop, இது வந்து உங்களோட ascending limb. descend ஆகுதா அதனால descending, ascend ஆகுதா அதனால ascending. ஓகே, ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கிளியர். நிறைய பேருக்கு இதே கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகும், எது டிசெண்டிங் எது அசெண்டிங். கீழே இப்படி வரையும் போது நான் இப்படி வரைகிறேன்னா ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் டிசெண்டிங். ஓகே, வரையும் போது நான் இப்படி வரைகிறேன்னா ஸோ தட் இஸ் அசெண்டிங். Okay, then you also have, yes, PCT, yes, then you also have your DCT, distal convoluted tubule. distal na enna konjam doorama irukkiradhu, adha nama DCT nu solrom. Okay, then you also have your collecting duct. Okay, so these are the different parts of your nephron. Okay, so inga enna paakringana very very important, you can see an afferent arteriole. Okay, enna arteriole pasangala? Afferent arteriole. Okay, so what this afferent arteriole does, it carries blood towards the glomerulus. இங்க பாத்தீங்களா இது என்ன நடக்குது? glomerulus கிட்ட வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து blood கொண்டு போகுது. So that is called afferent arteriole. So இன்னொரு arteriole இருக்கு, அது பேரு efferent arteriole, that carries blood. I don't understand Tamil. Okay, this is actually a Tamil channel, so I am supposed to speak in Tamil. Okay, yes, then you have efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole is what? It carries blood away from the nephron. Okay, so afferent na enna? Carries blood towards the nephron. Okay, and you have your efferent arteriole. Did everyone understand what is afferent and efferent? Afferent na towards, efferent na away. Okay, so here you can see the efferent arteriole, idu vandu afferent. Okay, இது வந்து உங்களோட efferent. Okay, இந்த efferent arteriole வந்து வெளியே போகுது. எங்க இருந்து வெளியே போகுது? It is going out of your glomerulus. Okay, and nephronku வந்து blood தேவை. என்னதான் அது வந்து blood purify பண்ணாலும் அதுக்கு வந்து blood தேவையா இல்லையா? You have blood vessels. Okay, இங்க red கலரா பார்க்கறீங்கல்ல, they are all blood vessels, and those blood vessels which supply blood to the nephron are called peritubular capillaries. Okay, they are called as what pasangla? Peritubular capillaries. I repeat, the blood vessels that supply blood to the nephron are called as peritubular capillaries. Did everyone understand what is peritubular capillaries? Please do let me know. To understand, I am not able to. Okay. எல்லாருக்கும் புரிஞ்சதா? What is peritubular capillary? I will repeat, they are the blood vessels that supply blood to the nephron. Simple. Okay, இப்போ ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம், you can see this is your Henle's loop, correct? All of you, can you see this is your Henle's loop? The blood vessel that runs parallel to the Henle's loop, இங்க பாத்தீங்களா? This and this is, we call it as vasa recta. Okay, so what is vasa recta? The blood vessel that runs parallel. So இது வந்து உங்க loop of Henle ன்னு இருந்துச்சுன்னா, if this is your loop of Henle, okay, there will be a blood vessel that will run parallel to the loop of Henle, and that blood vessel is called vasa recta. இதெல்லாம் புரிஞ்சாதான் உங்களுக்கு mechanism of you will also understand the mechanism. See, Imran Gaming, this is a Tamil channel, Imran. Okay, I am supposed to speak in Tamil. I understand your request. Here and there I am using English words. Okay, I hope you understand my situation also. Yeah, so you can see that is what we call it as vasa recta. So all of you understood what is vasa recta and peritubular capillaries? Any doubts? I will ask in between. Yes, it is a blood vessel that runs parallel to the loop of Henle. அததான் நம்ம வந்து vasa recta ன்னு சொல்றோம். ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். ஓகே, இப்போ திருப்பி நம்ம சொன்னதே பிக்சரோட சேர்த்து உங்களுக்கு நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன். ஓகே, so you have a glomerular capsule. It is also called as Bowman's capsule. It is a thin walled. What is the kind of wall it is? Thin wall structure. It has an inner layer of podocytes. இது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். What are these podocytes? Okay, கண்டிப்பா கேட்பாங்க. Where are podocytes present? They are present in your Bowman's capsule. Okay, so here you can see these are your podocytes. Okay, they are actually going to form a sieve like structure. Sieve na enna? The filter like structure. So இப்படி அரேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கும் அந்த podocytes எல்லாம். Okay, so இப்படி அரேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கும். இப்படி அரேஞ்ச் ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? என்னோட blood வந்து இதுக்குள்ள ஃபில்டர் ஆக சான்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்கு. ஸோ இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு மேக் அ மெஷ் லைக் நெட்வொர்க் லைக் அப்பியரன்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ தட் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் கால்ட் podocyte. They form pores for passage of smaller molecules. Is it clear? Did everyone understand what is podocytes? Yes, they form silt pores which will help in filtration. Okay, இதுதான் அவங்களோட afferent arteriole. As I already told you, they carry blood towards the glomerulus. Then you have your efferent arteriole that carry blood away from the glomerulus. Am I clear till here? Before I proceed, I want everyone watching this live to let me know. Okay, put a heart in if you are understanding things. ஓகே, இப்போ glomerulus பற்றி பேசலாம். நான் சொன்னது என்ன? glomerulus-னா என்ன? there are tuft of blood vessels-ன்னு சொன்னேன். கரெக்டாக? tangled cluster capillaries of blood vessel is called as glomerulus. So blood எப்படி enter ஆகுது? என்னோட afferent arteriole குள்ள என்னோட blood enter ஆகுது. Okay, and blood enters the glomerulus via afferent and blood leaves the glomerulus via efferent. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். It is very very important. Afferent carries blood towards the glomerulus, efferent carries blood away from the glomerulus. Okay, thank you. We will continue. Okay, இப்போ PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, so what is this? They are lined by, this line is very very important. Many times they have asked, what is this entire PCT lined by? Cuboidal epithelial cell. Can you see here? Cube shaped epithelial cells. Okay, with microvilli. Okay, can anybody in that class tell me what is the function of that microvilli? In the microvilli oda function enna? Can you guys think? Answer next line la irukku. Yes, it is going to increase the surface area of absorption. So என்னோட PCT ல இருந்து என்ன நடக்கும்? என்னோட urine formation நடக்கும். கரெக்ட்டா? For that you need this. Okay, yes, microvilli. Yes, microvilli is going to help in increase in surface area of absorption. Okay, yeah. Then loop of Henle. It is a U-shaped, hairpin shaped ன்னு கூட சொல்லுவாங்க. We call it as hairpin shaped. Okay, so it is a U-shaped loop. It contains a descending limb and it contains a ascending limb. நான் already சொன்ன மாதிரி descending, when you draw it like this. So this is descending and this is ascending. And what are they lined with? They are lined with simple squamous epithelium. Okay, your PCT is lined with cuboidal epithelium with microvilli. Okay, your loop of Henle is lined with simple squamous epithelium. I hope it is clear still here. Okay, yeah, yes. The next one is DCT. They lack microvilli. இங்க வந்து microvilli இல்ல. They are designed for tubular excretion rather than reabsorption. இங்க வந்து நிறைய விஷயம் நம்ம filtrate வந்து வெளியே போகும். There is not much secretion that is happening. Okay, clear? Very very important, DCT. Okay, adukku munnadi I just wanted to show you this one picture. So here you can see this is your DCT. Okay, distal convoluted tubule. This is your afferent arteriole. Okay, in the junction, listen to me very very carefully, at the junction of your DCT, okay, and your afferent arteriole, there are certain specialized cell, ரொம்ப ஸ்பெஷலான செல். That cell is called juxtaglomerular apparatus. Okay, 𝒔𝒔. So I will ask you, when I do this regulation of kidney function, I will definitely ask about this. So 𝒔𝒔 என்றது என்னது? It is a specialized cell that is formed at the junction of your DCT and your afferent arteriole. Okay, so in the 𝒔𝒔 function enna? It produces two important hormones, renin and erythropoietin. We will discuss about that a little later. Okay, the picture correct irundhuchu explain panna, so I just utilize that. Yes, collecting ducts. So collecting ducts extend from the cortex. Inga parunga, idu vandu ungaloda cortex. Okay, idu vandu ungaloda medulla. I think all of you know what is cortex and medulla. So your collecting duct extends from the cortex to the inner parts of the medulla. Okay, they coverage and open into the renal pelvis through medullary pyramid in the calyxes. Okay, so now idella nariya collecting ducts sendu they are going to leave the kidney as your ureter. Okay, loop of Henle dips into the medulla. This is very important, pasangla. All of you listen to me. The renal corpuscle, that is your Bowman's capsule, PCT and DCT are situated in the renal cortex. You can see here, this and this, where are they? They are in the cortex. Whereas my loop of Henle and my collecting duct is in the medulla. From here you can have potential questions coming in your exams. Okay, cortical region and medullary region. Okay, so depending on this you have two types of nephrons. Can anyone tell me what are the two important types of nephron? Anyone watching this live, rendu vidhamana nephrons irukku. Can anyone tell me what it is? So this I already told you, blood enters nephron as afferent arteriole, blood leaves the nephron as efferent arteriole. Yes, I asked a question, what are the two types of nephron? Yes, anybody? Idun already discussed panniten, correcta? The efferent arteriole emerging from the glomerulus forms a fine network of capillaries called peritubular capillaries. Inga paakringala in the red color, in the purple color, in the blue color, they are all peritubular. Very good Madan. Yes, cortical and one more. Okay, they are called peritubular capillaries, and the peritubular capillaries which runs parallel to the Henle's loop is called vasa recta. நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லி கொடுத்ததுதான். ஒரு டவுட், ஒரு question, இங்க ரெட்டா இருக்கு, this indicates oxygenated blood. Okay, and this is blue, this indicates deoxygenated blood. Okay, what does this purple indicate? What does it purple indicate? அது ஏன் அந்த purple color? Very good Madan, correct. Cortical and juxtamedullary nephron. Here in purple, the purple color indicates that the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood just mixes in this one region. Okay, clear? Did you all understand what is peritubular capillaries and vasa recta? Yes. So இதுதான் நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன், ரெண்டு விதமான நெஃப்ரான் இருக்கு, நிறைய வாட்டி உங்க எக்ஸாம்ல கேட்டிருக்காங்க. One is cortical nephron, other one is your juxtamedullary nephron. Okay, so cortical nephronல என்ன பார்க்கறீங்க? You can see the loop of Henle is not extended. So இதுதான் உங்க cortex, இதுதான் உங்க medulla. Okay, so here the loop of Henle is not extended much. Okay, here you can see the loop of Henle is deep into the medulla. Okay, so the nephrons are classified based on how far my loop of Henle has extended. Okay, here the extension of my loop of Henle is very short. My loop of Henle is itself very short. Okay, here my loop of Henle is very long, so it extends up to my medulla. Okay, இத பத்தி நிறைய வாட்டி questions கேட்டிருக்காங்க பசங்களா, I am not joking. So first, cortical nephrons the maximum இருக்க nephron. Okay, இப்போ நம்ம 1 million nephronல 85% of the nephrons are cortical nephrons. Okay, so இதோட function என்னன்னா, இதோட எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, Henle's loop is short. Okay, இங்க பாத்தீங்களா Henle's loop எவ்வளோ குட்டியா இருக்கா, and extends very little into the medulla. இங்க இருந்தா உங்க medullary region இருக்கு, ரொம்ப கம்மியா தான் அது medullaக்குள்ள penetrate ஆகும். and இன்னொரு ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம், vasa recta is absent. vasa rectaவே இல்ல அங்க. Okay, or highly reduced, இருந்தாலும் ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கும். Okay, that is your cortical nephron. Next you have juxtamedullary nephron. You can see the Henle's loop is long. It runs deep into the medulla and vasa recta is present. And how much percent it is? It is just 15%. They can ask you so many questions based on this one slide. Cortical nephron, juxtamedullary nephron. Where is vasa recta present? Juxtamedullary nephron. Where is vasa recta highly reduced or absent? Cortical nephron. Which is the maximum number of nephron? Cortical nephrons. In the mari mathi idhula irundhu questions kekkalam. Did everyone understand what is cortical and juxtamedullary nephron? Any doubt here? Any doubt in cortical and juxtamedullary nephron? Before we move on to the physiology of urine formation. இப்போ வந்து நம்ம kidney-ஓட structure படிச்சோம். Next nephron-ஓட structure படிச்சோம். Now it's time to understand how urine is formed. Okay, so urine is formed in your nephrons. It involves 3 steps: glomerular filtration, okay, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. So before that, I have a question for all of you. Let me see how many of you will answer this. The blood vessel, listen to my question very carefully. The blood vessel that runs parallel to the loop of Henle is called. Okay, I repeat, the blood vessel that runs parallel to the loop of Henle is called. Just from my previous few minutes la sonnadha kettiruken. Okay, yes. What is the answer? If you answer this, I am very sure you will get 4 marks from this. இப்போ வரைக்கும் சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்கிறதுல என்ன கேட்டாலும் உங்களால் கண்டிப்பாக ஆன்சர் பண்ண முடியும். Yes, very good, very good. Others, please do answer. Yes, it is vasa recta, the blood vessel that runs parallel to your loop of Henle is vasa recta. Yes, Mariam, very good. Thanks for answering. Okay, இப்போ வந்து நம்ம 3 ஸ்டெப் இருக்கு. எப்படி எல்லா ப்ராசஸ்க்கும் ஸ்டெப் இருக்குல்ல, அதே மாதிரி நம்ம கார்டியாக் சைக்கிள்ல பார்த்தோம், diastole, systole, கரெக்டா? அதே மாதிரி here also you have 3 important steps: glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. Okay, filtration na enna pa, neenga veetla tea o coffee o podum enna பண்ணுவீங்க? Filter பண்ணுவீங்க. The same thing is here. The blood is filtered in the glomerulus. Okay, filter பண்ணனே என்ன ஆகும்? Reabsorb பண்ணனும். எனக்கு தேவையானது, எனக்கு இன்னும் நிறைய தேவையானது இருக்கு அந்த filtrateல, கரெக்ட்டா? So I need to reabsorb it. So that is happening in tubular reabsorption. Okay, சில things இன்னும் என்னோட medullary interstitial fluidல, என்னோட kidneyல, என்னோட excretory systemல இன்னும் எனக்கு சில தேவையில்லாத விஷயம் இருக்கு. That has to be secreted in. That is what we call it as tubular secretion. Okay, 3 important steps: filtration, reabsorption, secretion. So filtration எங்க நடக்கும்னா என்னோட renal corpusல நடக்கும், கரெக்ட்டா? என்னோட reabsorption அப்புறம் secretion எங்க நடக்கும்னா it happens in my tubular parts. So that is very very important பசங்களா. இது ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிட்டாலே முடிஞ்சது. It's like a story. Okay, come on, let's start with the story of urine formation. Okay, all of you are excited? Please do let me know. So first enna nadakudhu? As I already told you, there is filtration. So ipo blood is flowing from the afferent arteriole. Okay, pressure vandu romba adhigama irukum. Okay, so here the blood pressure will be very very high. So at a high blood pressure, all the molecules are filtered through your glomerulus. Okay, the blood pressure forces water and small molecule into the glomerular capsule. Okay, and you can see large molecule and formed element cannot leave the capillary. Remaining process must reabsorb. Okay, there is a proper reabsorption that is going to happen later. Okay, so filtration நடக்குது. சேம் டீ போட்டோடனே ஃபில்டர் பண்ணுவோம்ல, அதே தான் இங்கே நடக்குது. ஏன் இது ஃபில்டர் ஆகுதுன்னா because of high blood pressure. Okay, only when there is a high blood pressure, the blood will get filtered through your glomerulus. Okay, am I clear till here? This is the first step in glomerular filtration. So எவ்வளோ அழகாக கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, ரொம்ப நல்லா கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ 3 லேயரில் வந்து என்னோட blood filter ஆகுது பசங்களா. ஓகே, ஒன்று வந்து எண்டோதீலியம் ஆஃப் glomerular blood vessel, இன்னொன்று வந்து epithelium of Bowman's capsule, இன்னொன்று வந்து basement membrane between these two. See this picture all of you. So you have, this is your podocyte. Podocyte என்றது எங்க இருக்கு? என்னோட Bowman's capsule இருக்கு. Okay, and what is this endothelium ma'am? நிறைய பேர் கேட்பீங்க. So if this is my blood vessel, Okay, there is an epithelium that lines my blood vessel pasangla. That is what I call it as endothelium. I repeat, the epithelium that lines the blood vessel is called as endothelium. So first enoda blood enga pogum, enoda endothelium pogum, correct ah? Adukaprom it is going to pass through the epithelium, then it is going to pass through your basement membrane. So in the basement membrane it is present between my glomerulus and it is present between my epithelium of Bowman's capsule or podocytes. Okay, so மூணு லேயர்ல filtration நடக்குது. இது ரொம்ப important உங்க NEET examக்கு. Is it clear? All of you understood still here? Where are podocytes present பசங்களா? Where do you see podocytes? Any idea? Podocytes என்ற cells எங்க இருக்கு? Any doubts? Any idea here? Podocytes, I told it in the initial time itself. So podocytes இன்றது என்னோட Bowman's capsule இருக்கு. இந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிளான question கேட்கலாம். Where are podocytes present? Bowman's capsule. What are these podocytes? They are going to produce a filtrate like structure. So என்னெல்லாம் filter ஆகும் பசங்களா? என்னெல்லாம் filter ஆகாது? Okay, when I pass my blood through my glomerulus, what gets filtered is water, nitrogenous waste, nutrients and salts. So இதெல்லாமே filter ஆயிரும். இதெல்லாம் என்னோட எதுல இருக்கும்? Filtrateல இருக்கும். எதெல்லாம் filter ஆகாது? Yes, correct. எதெல்லாம் filter ஆகாது பசங்களா? My blood cells, my platelets, my plasma proteins do not get filtered. Imagine if they get filtered. Will you be alive? No. Okay, so what gets filtered is all these three components. Okay, இப்போ தண்ணி filter ஆகிருது. So இப்போ வந்து என்ன ஆகும்? I need to reabsorb that water. So that is when you will have your tubular reabsorption. Okay, so urinary excretion நம்ம எப்படி சொல்லலாம்? Glomerular filtration plus secretion. Correct? So there will be filtrate. What will this glomerular filtration produce? Filtrate. அதை வந்து நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்றோம்? Glomerular filtrate ன்னு சொல்றோம். Okay, glomerular filtrate ன்னு சொல்றோம். Okay, minus I'm reabsorbing the water. I'm reabsorbing what all I need. Correct? Then I'm also secreting certain substances. Okay, புரிஞ்சதா பசங்களா? Please make a note of this. You will understand things so much better if you know this one concept. Okay, glomerular filtration plus tubular secretion minus tubular reabsorption. ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Yes, this is what I told you. ரொம்ப important, நிறைய வாட்டி எக்ஸாம்ல கேட்டிருக்காங்க glomerular filtration rate. ஓகே, ஒரு நிமிஷமும் நான் பேசிட்டு இருக்க ஒரு நிமிஷமும் என்னோட பாடியில் 125 ml glomerular filtrate ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுது பசங்களா. Okay, so every minute it is 125 ml per minute. All of you put it in the chat section. GFR 125 ml per minute. அதே நான் ஒரு டேக்கு கால்குலேட் பண்ணும்போது it is 180 liters per day. Okay, for minute 125, per day it is 180 liters. Never get confused between these two. So options எப்படி கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னு பார்த்துட்டு நீங்க ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும். Imagine 180 liters, okay, it has to be reduced. உங்க urine output என்ன? 1 to 1.5 liters. So இந்த 180 liters வந்து, okay, இந்த 180 liters நான் வந்து 1 to 1.5 liters குறைக்கணும். So is it a concentration or dilution? What is happening? This 180 liters, yes, very good. This 180 liters is reduced to 1 to 1.5 liter. It is a mode of concentration. Correct? So I need to concentrate my urine. That concentration of urine is happening in the next two steps. What are the next two steps? Tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. In these two steps, you will have actual process of formation of urine. So என்ன நடக்குது? 99% of the filtrate has to be reabsorbed by my renal tubules. So which are my renal tubule? PCT, DCT, collecting that loop of Henle. They all work hard to reduce that 180 liters to 1.5 liters. Okay, so very good. It's concentration. Yes, correct, mother. Concentration நடக்கும். Okay, அதுதான் இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம். Molecules are reabsorbed both actively and passively. Ma'am, active na enna, passive na enna? நீங்க சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம். Active reabsorption na enna? Passive reabsorption na enna? அப்படினா என்ன? Can anyone tell me what is active and passive? Anybody in the class? என்ன? From low concentration to high concentration, the molecules are reabsorbed. Okay. Passive na enna? From high to low. Okay. So in the high to low போகும்போது it is down the concentration gradient. Yes. Yes. Okay. அதே உங்க active போகும்போது it is up the concentration gradient or against the concentration gradient. Okay. So உங்க active reabsorption க்கு வந்து energy தேவைப்படும். உங்க passive reabsorption க்கு energy தேவைப்படாது பசங்களா. Okay. இது புரிஞ்சாதான் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே புரியும். So what is active? It is movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration. What is passive? It is a movement of molecules from high concentration to low concentration. Am I clear? Did everyone in the class understand what is active reabsorption and what is passive reabsorption? If you guys have any doubt, we can continue. If you don't have any doubt, we can continue further. Yes. Okay. என்னென்ன நடக்குது? Molecules are reabsorbed both actively and passively. So இப்போ நம்ம ரெண்டாவது ஸ்டெப்புக்கு வந்துட்டோம். ஸ்டோரியோட செகண்ட் பார்ட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டோம். Tubular reabsorption. Okay, so what is happening in tubular reabsorption? They are reabsorbed both actively and passively. Sodium is reabsorbed. ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்டான நீட் கொஸ்டின். கேட்பாங்க, 4 ஆப்ஷன் கொடுத்துருவாங்க, டிரெக்டா கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. Sodium is reabsorbed by passive transport. True or false? Assertion and reasoning la keklam. Okay. Chloride falls passively. Okay. Water absorbed by osmosis. I think all of you know what is osmosis. It's a type of passive transport. Okay. Then only molecules recognized by carrier protein are actively reabsorbed because they need ATP, they need energy, they need a protein. Okay. So unga glucose is an example for active reabsorption. So glucose enna agudhu? Active reabsorb agudhu. Okay. There is a limited number of carrier protein. Excess glucose ends up being excreted. So we have some carrier protein called glucose transporter. Enna solluvaanga? Glucose transporter irukku. So these glucose transporter helps in reabsorption of glucose actively. From here also they can ask you a lot of questions. Active reabsorption, passive reabsorption. What is reabsorbed actively? What is reabsorbed passively? Okay, ரொம்ப important. இங்க தான் நடக்குது என்னோட tubular reabsorption. Okay, can we continue? Can everyone please let me know if I can continue? Yes. என்னென்ன நடக்குது, என்னென்ன எங்கெங்க reabsorb ஆகுது, ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்டான ஸ்லைட். என்னோட PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. ஓகேவா, எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும் PCT எங்க இருக்கு, very close to my Bowman's capsule. About 70 to 80% of electrolytes and water are reabsorbed. ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Okay, they can ask you in which part of your renal tubule does maximum reabsorption happen? என்னோட PCT. Okay, I will ask you after some time. 4 marks, guarantee. Okay, next, Henle's loop. It maintains, what is the function of Henle's loop? It maintains high osmolarity of medullary interstitial fluid. Ma'am, medullary interstitial fluid na enna? It is very simple. You have your nephrons, correct? In the nephrons nadula or space irukku theriya, and the space vandu nama medullary interstitial space nu solrom, and that space is filled with medullary interstitial fluid. Okay, and it is going to maintain a high concentration of my medullary interstitial fluid. So idhula irundhu eppadi pasangala question kekkalam, dash helps in maintaining a high osmolarity of medullary interstitial fluid. Rombo easy, Henle's loop. Okay, இப்போ descending limb is permeable to water, ரொம்ப முக்கியம், but impermeable to electrolytes. Now, can you guys tell me what is permeable and what is impermeable? அப்படினா என்ன? Permeable na என்ன? Impermeable na என்ன? Anybody? See, this is your descending limb. Okay, this is your ascending limb. So அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, உங்க descending limbல இருந்து தண்ணி வந்து வெளியே வரும். Okay, water is reabsorbed. It is permeable to water. It allows water outside. Okay, but it is impermeable to NaCl. So NaCl வந்து வெளியே வராதுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க உங்க descending limbல. Okay, புரிஞ்சதா? Descending limbல என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு புரிஞ்சதா? Any doubts here? Please do let me know. Very very important. அதே உங்க ascending limbல minimum reabsorption occurs. It is impermeable to water. தண்ணி வந்து reabsorb ஆகாது. But it allows the transport of electrolyte. Okay, so இங்க என்ன ஆகும்? Water is not reabsorbed. Okay, whereas my electrolytes are reabsorbed. Okay, clear-ஆ புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. So இங்க என்ன நடக்குது? தண்ணி வந்து reabsorb ஆகும்போது concentrate ஆகுமா dilute ஆகுமா? சிம்பிளான question. இங்க வந்து தண்ணி reabsorb ஆகுதா? எங்க என்னோட descending limb. இது வந்து என்னோட descending limb. Okay, I want everyone to listen to me. In the descending limb, water is reabsorbed. So is it getting concentrated or diluted? Is the filtrate getting concentrated or diluted? ரொம்ப simple question. Here water is reabsorbed, so it is going to get concentrated pasangla. So enna nadakum? Concentration nadakum. Okay, again very very important, this concentrates the filtrate. Okay, adhe enoda ascending limbla thanni vandu reabsorb agala, the water is not reabsorbed. Okay, this is going to make my filter get diluted. appo thanni irukku correct, only NaCl I am removing, so this is going to make it diluted. Try to understand this, a little bit of chemistry. Okay, solutions chapter irukla adha konja recall பண்ணுங்க. Okay, when water is removed, இப்போ தண்ணி இருக்கு, ஒரு நான் ஒரு best example சொல்றேன். Okay, I have around 1 liter of water. I am adding 10 gram of sugar. Okay, and I am heating that to remove water. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்? தண்ணி remove ஆனா என்ன ஆகும்? Concentrate ஆகும். Okay, is it clear pasangla? அதுதான் நான் இங்க சொன்னது. Madan, is it clear now? Okay, இங்க என்ன ஆகும்? Here it is going to get diluted. ரொம்ப important. Okay, the descending limb is permeable to water, impermeable to electrolytes. The ascending limb is impermeable to water, permeable to electrolytes. Okay, if I am clear, I will continue with DCT. Okay, I want everyone watching the live to respond if this is clear or not. Yes, okay, yeah. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பார்க்க போறோம்னா DCTல பார்க்க போறோம். DCTல வந்து conditional reabsorption of sodium and water takes place. இதே ஒரு क्वेश्चना ஃபார்ம் பண்ணலாம். Where does conditional reabsorption of sodium and water takes place? It happens in DCT. Okay, everything is a potent question and this is all directly from your NCERT. இப்போ collecting duct ல என்ன ஆகுது? நிறைய தண்ணி வந்து reabsorb ஆகுது. Okay, and also it allows the secretion, கொஞ்சோண்டு urea secrete ஆகும் into the medullary interstitial fluid. Okay, so what happens? From the collecting duct, little bit of urea goes into the medullary interstitial fluid that helps in maintaining the osmolarity. Okay, every line see it as a potent question and then study. I have PYQs. Okay, you can see how they have asked questions. I want everyone to stay with me to answer your PYQs. And this is your NCERT diagram. இங்க பார்க்கலாம், இதுதான் உங்களோட cortex, இதுதான் உங்களோட medulla. So இங்க என்னென்ன reabsorb ஆகுன்றது கூட questionஆ கேட்கலாம். And that's why I included this slide. You can see here NaCl, nutrients, bicarbonates, potassium, water, they are all reabsorbed. So இப்படி arrow காமிச்சிருந்தாங்கன்னா அது வந்து reabsorbed. Okay, you can see hydrogen, ammonia, they are secreted into the filtrate. So இது என்ன ஆகுது பசங்களா? Secreted. Okay, coming to the descending loop of Henle, I already told you water is reabsorbed. Okay, இங்க என்ன reabsorb ஆகுது? Sodium chloride is reabsorbed. Okay, coming to your DCT, I told you in DCT selective reabsorption of sodium and water happens. Okay, inga parunga, sodium is reabsorbed, water is reabsorbed. Potassium, hydrogen is being secreted. Secreted na enna? It is let into the filtrate. Okay, listen to me very very carefully. In the collecting duct, what is happening? You can see water is reabsorbed and you can see a little bit of urea is reabsorbed into the medullary interstitial fluid. Okay, inga reabsorb ஆகுதா? இதே யூரியா வந்து உங்க ascending limbuக்குள்ள திருப்பி reabsorb ஆகுது. Okay, see how beautifully it is done. Okay, one nephron doing so much function. So you have millions of nephron working day in and day out to make your kidneys functional. Okay, am I clear? Is this picture clear? Any doubts? Please do let me know. Romba mukkiyamana picture. Okay, so tubular secretion. So what all is secreted? Reabsorption paathutom, secretion paapom. Okay, yeah, can we continue? Secretion la hydrogen ion, potassium, creatinine, many drugs ninga saapringala. Drugs na, I'm not just telling the cocaine, nicotine, alcohol, I'm not just talking about that. The medicines which you take for your lifestyle disorders like diabetes, blood pressure, adukala medicines edupola. So they all have to be secreted inside your kidney, right? So that is also happening here. They are all actively transported from the blood. Okay, so PCT, DCT and collecting duct. So PCT, it helps to maintain what? The pH and the ionic balance of the body fluid, selective secretion of hydrogen ions, idella already explain panniten. Okay, DCT la it is capable of reabsorption of bicarbonate. And what is secreted? Hydrogen and potassium ions are secreted. Okay, collecting duct la you have your selective secretion of hydrogen and potassium ions. Idella ye secrete avudhu, edhukku reabsorb agudhu? Because you have to maintain a proper osmolarity. Okay, to maintain an osmotic concentration of your body fluids. So 3 steps: filtration, reabsorption and secretion. So filtration la enna irukku? Water, salts, nutrient, molecule, waste move out of the glomerulus. Useful things vandu filtrate kulla vandirudhu, not useful things filtrate kulla vandirudhu. So what is the main function of this reabsorption? I have to remove or to reabsorb all the necessary things what is important for me, like I need to reabsorb glucose, I need to reabsorb my nutrients, correct? All that will take place in your PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. So I have a question: where does maximum reabsorption takes place in your renal tubule? இப்போதா கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி தான் சொன்னேன். Where does maximum reabsorption takes place in the renal tubule? Okay, I want everyone to answer. Do like the live and share the live. Okay, inga enna nadakudhu? You have your peritubular capillary network. Okay, that will basically help in maintaining an osmolarity. Okay, then you have secretion. What all is secreted? Hydrogen is secreted, potassium is secreted, and drugs like your penicillin is secreted. Okay, they all will be secreted into the filtrate. Yes, I asked a question. Yes, very good Madan, very good Mariam. Yes, confirm உங்களுக்கு 4 mark கிடைக்கும். Yes, so the answer is PCT. PCT is where your 70 to 80% of your reabsorption takes place. Tap yourself. Excellent. Okay, இப்போ நம்ம further பார்க்கலாம். Yeah, counter current mechanism. How many of you know what is counter current mechanism? So here you can see the filtrate is moving in this direction, correct? இதுதான் உங்களோட, you have your nephron. Okay, the filtrate is moving in this direction, whereas, listen to me carefully, I have my vasa recta. Okay, I will use another color. I have my vasa recta. So vasa recta is going to do what? It is going to carry blood vessel. It is a blood, it's going to carry blood. It's a blood vessel that runs parallel to the loop of Henle. Okay, there will be opposite direction. So blood வந்து இப்படி flow ஆச்சுனா vasa recta ல வந்து you will have an opposite direction. That is what we call it as counter current mechanism. One second, I'll explain to you clearly. So இது வந்து உங்களோட loop of Henle. Okay, and this is your vasa recta. I know it's a big picture, that's fine. Okay, the movement of filtrate, okay, in the loop of Henle and the movement of blood in the vasa recta are in opposite direction. So இது வந்து இப்படி இருந்தா இது வந்து இப்படி இருக்கும். That is what I call it as counter current mechanism. Okay, so இது என்னது பசங்களா? இது வந்து என்னோட loop of Henle. இது என்ன பசங்களா? இது என்னோட vasa recta. Okay, the movement of filtrate in the loop of Henle okay, and the movement of blood in the vasa recta are in opposite direction. Okay, this flow is called as counter current mechanism. So, counter current mechanism na enna purinjada? Now I will teach you what is the use of this counter current mechanism. Okay, please do let me know if you understood what is counter current. Opposite direction. Yes or no? Please do respond. Respond panna enak theriyum. Yeah. So, what is the function of this? The flow of blood in the two limbs of vasa recta, it is going to increase the osmolarity. Inga parunga, inga 400 irka concentration. Osmolarity na concentration. Okay, 400 milliosmomolar. Okay. As you go down, the osmolarity is increasing. Okay, நான் already சொன்ன மாதிரி water வந்து reabsorb ஆகுது. Water reabsorb ஆனா என்ன ஆகும்? Concentration வந்து அதிகமாகும். You can see here the osmolarity is increasing. Okay, then as you go up, the osmolarity is again decreasing. Okay, so what is the entire function? It is going to help in maintaining a proper osmolarity in the medullary interstitial fluid. Okay, அவ்வளவுதான் பசங்களா. So 400ல இருந்து 1200 ஆகுது இங்க osmolarity. எங்க உங்க descending limb of Henle. அதே ascending limb of Henle அதே osmolarity வந்து குறையுது. The osmolarity decreases. Why? Because here the water is not reabsorbed. Okay, and who is helping this? The flow of blood in the vasa recta is helping in this counter current mechanism. So counter current mechanism na sollumode you guys should remember the loop of Henle and vasa recta. Okay, idudha, it is a U-shaped part of the nephron. Blood flows into the two limbs of the tube in opposite direction, and this gives rise to a kind of counter currents. Okay, it is an effective arteriole which forms a capillary network around the tubule. You can see here. So inga vandu blood vandu ippadi flow aachuna unga idhula vandu filtrate vandu ippadi flow agum. So they are actually opposite in nature, and that is the reason we call it as a counter current mechanism. Okay, yeah. What is the function of this? எதுக்கு வந்து இது ரொம்ப முக்கியம்? These two statements are very very important. Blood entering the renal medulla in the descending limb comes in contact with the outgoing blood in the ascending limb. இது வந்து உங்களோட descending limb of Henle. கரெக்ட்டா? இங்க வந்து உங்களோட vasa recta இருக்கும். இது வந்து உங்க ascending limb. So these two are going to come in contact, and as a result the osmolarity increases from 300 milliosmomolar. You can see here from 300 milliosmomolar to 1200 milliosmomolar in the medulla. Okay, that is what I am again and again repeating. So remember this number 300 and 1200. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். இப்போ that's all. Kidney oda urine formation is done. Okay, physiology of urine formation. So what all we studied pasanga? We studied glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. Okay, then we also studied the counter current mechanism. So there are two things which are involved in counter current mechanism: the loop of Henle and vasa recta. Ipo the regulation of kidney function romba romba mukkiyam pasanga. So who is regulating my kidney function? So regulation na enna? Whether my glomerular filtration rate is increasing. Ipo romba irukku my GFR, if it is very high I have to decrease. If it is very low I have to increase. That is what is called as regulation of kidney function. Okay, so maintaining GFR. Okay, maintaining. Can anyone tell me what is the GFR? Can anyone watching the session tell me what is the GFR value? Anybody? Okay, so there are three important things that are involved in maintaining your GFR. Okay, one is your hypothalamus, two is your JGA, that is your juxtaglomerular apparatus, and three is your heart. Okay, so you have what all is going to trigger. Ennala or trigger ah irukum? Yes, I want you to tell me the value of GFR, Madan. GFR oda value enna nu ketirken. Yeah, so there is a change in the blood volume, body fluid volume, ionic concentration. They activate the osmoreceptors in my body. Every line I am telling is very very important. Okay, yes, it is glomerular filtration rate is 125 ml per minute. Correct? So yes, correct. So 125 ml per minute oda adhigama ponalu thappu, kammiya ponalu thappu. I need to maintain that GFR, and I have 3 important organs or important structures that are working tirelessly to maintain my kidney function. One is hypothalamus, 𝒔𝒔a and heart. So எப்பெல்லாம் இது வந்து stimulate ஆகும், எப்பெல்லாம் இந்த organs வந்து stimulate ஆகும்னா, whenever there is a change in the blood volume, whenever there is change in the body fluid volume, okay, ionic concentration, they are, yes, very good Mariam, very good, they are going to activate my osmoreceptors. Okay, now this osmoreceptors in turn will activate my hypothalamus or 𝒔𝒔a or my heart. Okay, so romba mukkiyamaana mechanism. Can anyone tell me what is that mechanism called? Yarkachu nabagam iruka? What is the mechanism of regulation of kidney function called? Any idea? Any idea? RGA, renin angiotensin mechanism. Okay, we will discuss about that. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்டான விஷயம் ஆன்டி டையூரெட்டிக் ஹார்மோன். கரெக்ட்? ஸோ ADH. இந்த ADH நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்றோம்? We also call it as vasopressin பசங்களா. ஓகே, இது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். 2 சாப்டர்ல படிப்பீங்க. ஒன்று வந்து கெமிக்கல் கண்ட்ரோல், கெமிக்கல் கோஆர்டினேஷன் அண்ட் இன்டிகிரேஷன், and you also study it here. The very first question I want to ask all of you is, where is ADH produced? ADH என்றது எங்க ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுது நம்ம பாடியில? எஸ், RAS மெக்கானிசம். எஸ், சொல்லுங்க, ADH என்றது எங்க ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுது? The answer is on the board. It is produced by your hypothalamus, but it is released by your pituitary. அதுதான் ஹைலைட்டே. ஓகே, யார் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்றா இத? It is produced by hypothalamus. Okay, and released by pituitary, your posterior pituitary. Okay, clear pasangla? You are also revising your chemical coordination and integration now. Yes, it is not heart. Heart is ANF, atrial natriuretic factor. Okay, என்ன நடக்கும்? என்னோட பாடி ஃப்ளூயிட் லெவல் வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியாயிடுச்சு. ஓகே, அப்போ என்னோட ஆஸ்மோரெசெப்டார்ஸ் போய் என்னோட ஹைப்போதலாமஸ் வந்து ஸ்டிமுலேட் பண்ணும். ஓகே, நான் ரொம்ப தண்ணி தாகம் எடுக்குது, ஐ எம் நாட் டூயிங் வெல், ஐ எம் டீஹைட்ரேட்டிங்னா என்னோட ஆஸ்மோரெசெப்டார்ஸ் வில் கோ அண்ட் ஸ்டிமுலேட் மை ஹைப்போதலாமஸ் to release the antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin. Okay, it is going to, in the ADH enna panona, it is going to stimulate the water reabsorption from DCT and collecting duct. ரொம்ப முக்கியம். என்னோட இங்க ஆக்ட் பண்ணும். It will act on my DCT and it will act on my collecting duct to reabsorb all the water. Okay, it prevents diuresis. Okay, and increases the body fluid volume. Diuresis na enna? Can anyone tell me what is diuresis? Any idea? So there is a term called diuresis. So diuresis is nothing but frequent urination. So enna solra adha? Frequent urination nu solra. Okay, there are some agents called diuretic agent. Your coffee, tea, Coca-Cola, caffeine, they are all diuretics. Okay, they cause frequent urination. Okay, and my ADH, anti-diuretic hormone, it is going to prevent my diuresis. Okay, so ADH enna panno? It is going to reabsorb water. So reabsorb water and prevent diuresis. ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Okay, can anybody in the class tell me what is the disease or what is the condition that is caused due to hyposecretion of ADH? Hyposecretion na enna? Hyposecretion of ADH, less secretion. Anybody in the class? ரொம்ப easy. Hyposecretion of ADH. என்ன ஆகும்? ADH கம்மியாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? You tend to urinate very frequently. ஸோ உங்கள் பாடியில் நிறைய டீஹைட்ரேட் ஆகும். That causes diuresis. Okay, I low BP. Okay, I want the name of the disease. There is one particular name. Anybody in the class? It is called diabetic insipidus. Okay, hyposecretion of ADH, diabetic mellitus. Yes, very good Mariam, excellent. So diabetic insipidus is caused due to the hyposecretion of ADH. Okay, so enna nadakum pasangala? Decrease in blood fluid volume, okay, will activate, I am writing it in a form of flow chart, you can also write it, activate osmoreceptors, correct? Osmoreceptors. Now the activated osmoreceptors will stimulate the hypothalamus to produce ADH. Okay, now this ADH will act on two important parts of your renal tubule, that is your DCT and collecting duct. Okay, they act on DCT and collecting duct and reabsorb water. ரொம்ப முக்கியம், இந்த ஒரு flow chart ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா போதும். Okay, and reabsorb water ரொம்ப முக்கியம். புரிஞ்சதா? Did everyone understood the first mechanism of ADH? Any doubts in ADH? Is the flow chart clear? Please do answer. Okay, இப்போ நம்ம வந்து RAS mechanism பத்தி பார்க்கலாம். நீங்க எல்லாரும் சொன்ன மாதிரி you have renin angiotensin mechanism. So என்ன நடக்குது இதுலனா, you have your JGA. Okay, so what is actually happening? I told you, if this is my DCT, I'll have my afferent arteriole. At their junction you have a specialized structure called as your JGA. Okay, juxtaglomerular apparatus. Okay, this juxtaglomerular apparatus will secrete one hormone. Okay, one hormone called renin. See, இன்னொரு renin இருக்கு, RENNIN. Can anyone tell me what is this RENNIN? It is a enzyme that is present in your stomach which will digest your milk protein. So அது வேற. Okay, உங்களுக்கு digestion chapter இல்ல, இருந்திருந்தா confusion வந்திருக்கும், but since you don't have that, you can just keep it aside. Here it is RENIN. Okay, இந்த reninன்ற enzyme என்ன பண்ணும்னா, it is going to change your angiotensinogen into angiotensin 1. Ma'am, இந்த angiotensinogen யார் secrete பண்றா? It is secreted by your liver. Okay, this angiotensin is converted into angiotensin 1. So இது எப்போ நடக்கும்னா, whenever my blood pressure is low, okay, and whenever my GFR is low. So when my GFR is low, when my blood pressure is low, I have my JGA cell getting super activated to release my renin. இந்த reninன்றது என்ன பண்ணோம்னா, it is going to change my angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1. Now this angiotensin 1 is converted into angiotensin 2. Okay, in the angiotensin 2 enna pannona, it is going to stimulate your adrenal cortex to release aldosterone. So I think all of you know, this is your kidney, correct? So kidney ku mela adrenal gland irukku. Okay, it has a cortical region and it has a medullary region. The adrenal cortex produces one mineralocorticoid called aldosterone. Okay, idu varaikum purinjada? Did everyone understand this? Now, what is the function of this aldosterone? It is going to help in reabsorption. It is going to increase my blood pressure. Okay, என்னோட blood pressure வந்து கம்மியா இருந்த blood pressure அது வந்து increase பண்ணும். Okay, clear பசங்களா? Any doubts here? So nicely they have given here. See. Okay, so angiotensinogen, who is secreting? Liver is secreting. Okay, your kidney produces renin and that is converted into angiotensin 1. Then this angiotensin 1 is converted into angiotensin 2 via an angiotensin converting enzyme produced by your lung capillaries. Okay, your lung capillaries produces a converting enzyme. Now this angiotensin 1 is going to activate your adrenal cortex to produce your mineralocorticoids, that is called as aldosterone. Okay, அவ்வளவுதான் பசங்களா. இப்போ இந்த aldosterone என்ன பண்ண போகுதுன்றது தான் ப்ராப்ளமே. Okay, we shall continue now. Yes, so what is it going to do? this angiotensin 2 is going to activate my adrenal cortex to release aldosterone. So in the aldosterone endradhu enna pannona, it promotes the excretion of K+. K+ na enna potassium. Potassium adu vandu excrete pannum and it is going to help in the reabsorption of sodium. Okay, and the reabsorption of sodium is followed by the reabsorption of water. என்னோட blood volume, என்னோட blood pressure ரெண்டுமே increase ஆகும். Okay, this is called RAS mechanism. Renin, angiotensin, angiotensinogen, angiotensin mechanism. Okay, so when is this entire mechanism activated? When my blood volume is low, when my blood pressure is low. Okay, இதுதான் ரொம்ப important ஆன mechanism. So this is what is happening. இப்போ ஜாஸ்தியாவே இருக்க முடியுமா? Can my GFR remain always high? Is my question clear? எப்பவுமே என்னோட GFR அதிகமாக இருந்தால் என்ன ஆகும்? My cells will become so tired. My kidney will become so tired, correct? So everything has to be brought back. So you have one more very important hormone called atrial natriuretic factor. So the atrial natriuretic factor வந்து யார் produce பண்றாங்கன்னா, it is produced by the right atrium. I think all of you know right atrium that is present in your heart. Okay, so when the blood pressure increases, your right atrium produces an hormone called ANF. Okay, and this ANF is going to inhibit your renin. Okay, antagonistic role in solla. Unga renin angiotensin will increase blood pressure, will increase GFR, will increase blood volume. Okay, whereas your ANF will decrease my blood pressure, will decrease my GFR, will decrease my blood volume. Okay, அதுதான் நம்ம antagonistic role. ஒரு ஹீரோ ஒரு வில்லன் இருக்காங்கல்ல எல்லா படத்துலயும், அதே மாதிரி தான் இங்கேயும். Okay, actually both are doing good for our body. Okay, so what this ANF does, it's going to cause something called as vasodilation. So the vasoconstriction, vasodilation பத்தி சொல்லிடுறேன். Yes, so first you have, I will change the color. First you have renin, okay, angiotensin. இது என்ன பண்ணோம்னா, இந்த renin angiotensin என்ன பண்ணோம்னா, it is going to cause vasoconstriction. எல்லாரும் இதை கிளியரா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. vasoconstrictionனா இது வந்து என்னோட நார்மல் blood vessel ன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay, after vasoconstriction my blood vessel narrows down. Okay, so when my blood vessel narrows down, the pressure at which the blood flows into the blood vessel increases. Okay, constrict ஆகும், narrow ஆகும், the blood vessel will narrow, so this will increase my BP. Okay, என்னோட BP அதிகமாகும் போது my heart will secrete a hormone called ANF, atrial natriuretic factor, and this is going to cause vasodilation. So இது வந்து என்னோட constricted blood vessel, கரெக்டா ரொம்ப நேரோவா இருக்கு. So it is going to dilate, it is going to widen my blood vessel. So wide ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? My blood will flow at a very ease rate. So my blood pressure falls. So decrease in blood pressure. So this is the mechanism பசங்களா, ரொம்ப interesting ஆன mechanism. Okay, now இப்போ என்னோட blood pressure increase ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? என்னோட blood volume increase ஆகும். Okay, என்னோட blood volume increase na என்ன ஆகும்? என்னோட GFR increase ஆகும். Okay, அதே மாதிரி இங்க என்னோட blood pressure decrease ஆகுது, என்னோட blood volume increase ஆகும், decrease ஆகும், sorry. அதே மாதிரி my GFR will go round. Both are equally important. இதனால தான் நம்ம antagonistic role ன்னு சொல்றோம். So what is the role called? Antagonistic role. Okay, both of them have a opposite roles. Am I clear? Did everyone understand this renin angiotensin ANF mechanism? Any doubts? Please do let me know before I proceed. Kandipa questions varum. You will see. Today I am going to discuss PYQs also. Appo kandipa ungalku theriyum evlo questions ketirukanga. Yes. Next we are going to talk about micturition. That's about the mechanism. Regulation mudinjadu. Moonu mukkiyamaana hormone, okay? ADH, RAS mechanism and your ANF. Okay, இந்த மூணு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிட்டா போதும். Then the process of expulsion of urine from the urinary bladder is called micturition. It's a neural mechanism. அதுதான் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். It is controlled by your nervous system. Okay, இதே சின்ன குழந்தைங்கள்ல இந்த neural mechanism வந்து அவ்வளோ develop ஆயிருக்காது. Okay, that is why they tend to urinate unknowingly also. As they grow up, the stretch receptors and the CNS get very well developed. Okay, yes, urine formation in the nephron is stored in the urinary bladder. You can see this, you will have stretch receptors here. Okay, and those stretch receptors will send a signal to the CNS. Okay, they will send a signal to your CNS, central nervous system, and they receive a signal as a motor neuron. Okay, there will be a motor neuron that will allow the opening of the sphincter and there will be micturition. Okay, அதுதான் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். It's a neural mechanism. அது மட்டும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Yes, இது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். What I was trying to understand is what is this urine made up of? This is directly from your NCERT. So ஒரு நாளைக்கு 1 to 1.5 liters of urine is being excreted through your kidney, through both your kidney. The urine form is a light yellow colored watery fluid. It is slightly acidic. Again, this pH is very very important. pH is 6 and has a characteristic odor. அப்புறம் ஒரு yellow color இருக்கும்ல, that yellow color of the urine is because of a pigment called urochrome. ஒரு pigment இருக்கு, அந்த pigment பேரு urochrome. Okay, and this is also very important. நிறைய வாட்டி கேட்டிருக்காங்க. On an average 45 to 30 gram of urea is excreted out per day. 1 to 1.5 liters urine. அந்த யூரின்ல எவ்வளோ யூரியா இருக்கோ 25 30 கிராம் யூரியா இருக்கும். Okay, yes, and various conditions can affect the characteristic of urine. So you know, ஏதாச்சும் நமக்கு உடம்பு சரியாட்டி we do urine test, correct? So that urine is a characteristic or it's going to help in the diagnosis of a particular disease. Okay, so it's going to help in clinical diagnosis of many metabolic disorder. இது ரெண்டுமே ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Presence of glucose in urine is called glycosuria and presence of ketone bodies in urine is called ketonuria. Okay, and both glycosuria and ketonuria are a symptom of diabetic mellitus. So diabetic mellitus என்றது வேற, diabetic insipidus என்றது வேற. நம்ம diabetes sugar ன்னு காமனா சொல்றோம்ல, அதுதான் இந்த diabetic mellitus. It is caused due to the hyposecretion of insulin. So என்ன ஆகும், there will be in blood there will be a lot of glucose. So அந்த glucose எல்லாம் யூரின்ல எக்ஸ்க்ரீட் ஆகும். அதுதான் நம்ம glycosuria-ன்னு சொல்றோம். ketonuria and glycosuria are very very significant symptoms of your diabetic mellitus. Okay, clear? Hello, yeah, yes. இப்போ excretory organs other than kidney, ma'am, other than kidney is there any other excretory organ? Yes, kidney is a major excretory organ. ஆனா அதை தவிர there are other excretory organs also பசங்களா. The first one is lungs. Lungs is the excretory organ. ma'am, அது எப்படி excretory organ ன்னு சொல்றீங்க? Because it is removing carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide வந்து அது ரிமூவ் பண்ணுது. கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடும் நம்ம உடம்புக்கு கேடு, கரெக்டா? So it is going to remove carbon dioxide and water. Then you have liver. So liver தான் பசங்களா கிட்னிக்கு அடுத்தது ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஆர்கன்னா அது liver தான். liver is a detoxifying organ. Okay, நீங்க என்ன சாப்பிட்றீங்களோ, ஆல்கஹால் ஆகட்டும், நீங்க டாக்ஸிக் ட்ரக்ஸோ என்ன சாப்பிட்றீங்களோ அதெல்லாம் டீடாக்சிஃபை ஆகிறது உங்க கிட்னி லிவர்ல தான். Okay, and I already told you liver is a place where urea is formed. Okay, all the toxic substances are converted into urea. Okay, it contains many pigments like bilirubin, biliverdin, cholesterol, drugs. அதெல்லாம் நிறைய இருக்கு அதுல. Jaundice, I think all of you would have heard about hepatitis. It is the infection of the liver. Okay, where the liver fails. So இப்போ நம்ம நார்மலா மெடிசன் சாப்பிட்றோம், கோல்டுக்கு, ஃபீவருக்கு, அப்புறம் நிறைய பேர் டயபெட்டிஸ்க்கு, பிளட் ப்ரெஷருக்கு. ஆன் அ லாங் ரன் ஒரு 5 to 10 வருஷம் வரைக்கும் அவங்க சாப்பிட்டுட்டே இருந்தாங்கன்னா there will be a significant effect either on the liver or on the kidney. ஏன்னா இந்த லிவரும் கிட்னியும் அவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுது அந்த டாக்ஸிக்கான ட்ரக்ஸை ரிமூவ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. Okay, so keep your body very very safe. Okay, especially when you take the salty foods. Okay, the chips, packet chips, they are all very harmful to your kidney because they contain salt which is more than required for you. Next, coming to your skin. Skin is a very very important secretory organ. Correct? நம்ம skinல என்ன இருக்கு? Sweat gland இருக்கு. What is the sweat gland going to do? It is going to produce sweat. So your urine and your sweat are the two major excretory product. Okay, so in this sweat is going to remove what? NaCl, lactic acid, and you also have sebaceous gland. They eliminate substances like sterol, hydrocarbon, and waxes as sebum. So skin is also a major excretory organ. So always remember, other than kidney, you have your lung, liver and skin taking up the role of excretion. So ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது எதுனா உங்களோட liver next to kidney. Okay, yes. Now let's move on to disorders of excretory system. Nowadays I see a lot of question coming from disorders பசங்களா. அது என்னன்னு தெரியல, இப்போலாம் நிறைய டிசார்டர்ஸ் மேலே நீட்டில் கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூ ஹேவ் கிட்னி ஸ்டோன். நிறைய பேர் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. கரெக்டாக? இட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ், அதாவது மெடிக்கலி என்னன்னு சொல்கிறோம்? ரீனல் கால்குலஸ்ன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸ்டோன்னா என்ன மேம்? ஸ்டோன் மாதிரியே இருக்குமா நம்ம கிட்னிக்குள்ளே? ஆமாம் பசங்களா, தேர் வில் பி ஸ்டோன்ஸ். ஓகே, ஆஃப் வெரி ஸ்மால் சைஸ், மில்லிமீட்டர்லேருந்து எடுத்து சென்டிமீட்டர் வரைக்கும் அந்த ஸ்டோன் வந்து வளரலாம். Okay, it causes severe colic pain in the back. ரொம்ப severe pain, especially in the lower abdomen. பின்னாடி தான் ரொம்ப pain வரும். Okay, you will be like அவ்வளோதான் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, அந்த அளவுக்கு பெயின் இருக்கும் உங்கள் கிட்னி ஸ்டோன்ஸில். ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் ஆக்சுவலி ஹேப்பன்ஸ் இஸ், இந்த ஸ்டோன் எல்லாம் எதுக்கு மேம் ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது நீங்கள் கேட்கலாம். பிகாஸ் நீங்கள் சாப்பிட்ற சாப்பாட்டில் வந்து அளவுக்கு மீறின உப்பு சத்து இருக்குது, ரைட்? லைக் யூரிக் ஆசிட், ஆக்சலேட், அதெல்லாம் நிறையா இருக்கிறதுனால தான் your kidney is unable to filter it. ஓகே, unable to filter பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? they all form small stones. அந்த சின்னதாக இருக்க ஸ்டோன் வந்து வளர்ந்துட்டே போகும். அதை தான் நம்ம கால்குலைன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஓகே, நிறைய வாட்டி ஜென்ரலாகவே தண்ணி நிறையா குடித்தோன்னா, அந்த பெயின் இருக்கும் போது தண்ணி நிறையா குடித்தா நேச்சுரலாகவே அந்த ஸ்டோன் வந்து it will get dissolved in water and it will be removed through your urine. But in severe cases they have to remove it surgically. சர்ஜிக்கலாக ரிமூவ் பண்ண வேண்டிய கேசஸ் நிறையா இருக்குது. இப்போ லேப்ரோஸ்கோப்பி வந்துருச்சு. லேப்ரோஸ்கோப்பினா மினிமம் இன்வேசிவ் ப்ராசஸ் வந்துருச்சு. ஓகே, சும்மா ஒரே ஒரு ஹோல்ஸ் மாதிரி போட்டு அதுலேருந்து தே டூ இட், பட் ஸ்டில் இட் இஸ் வெரி 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 பெயின்ஃபுல். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி கிட்னி ஸ்டோன் இருக்கவங்க வந்து தே நீட் டு அவாய்ட் சால்ட் ரிச் ஃபுட், டொமேட்டோஸ் அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும், அந்த டேமரிண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள்லாம் அவங்க ரொம்ப ரொம்ப அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும். இட் இஸ் நாட் அ ஜோக், இட்ஸ் அ வெரி வெரி சிவியர் பெயின். சில டைம் என்ன ஆகும்னா இந்த யூரேட்டரில் போய் ஸ்டக் ஆயிரும். ஓகே, இங்கே இருந்தால் கூட பரவாயில்ல. எப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து சிவியர் பெயின் வரும்னா when it gets stuck in the ureter, severe abdominal pain வரும். ஓகே, most of the time it is flushed out through your urine, but sometimes it needs surgery. So lower back pain for a persistent period of time. Okay, that is a very very serious indication of your kidney stone. So சின்னதாக இருக்கும் போதே நம்ம காமிச்சிட்டோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, பிரச்சனையே கிடையாது. Okay, next you have glomerulonephritis. Glomerulonephritis na, it is the inflammation of glomeruli. Okay, glomerulus-na enna? And the blood vessels irukla, and the blood vessels alla veeng irukum. There is some infection there. That is what we call it as inflammation of glomeruli. Edhukaga agudhu? It happens due to injury, bacterial toxin, drugs. Okay, uremia, இதுதான் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். வாட் இஸ் யூரேமியா? இட் இஸ் அக்யூமுலேஷன் ஆஃப் யூரியா இன் பிளட். இப்போ என்னோட கிட்னியால் ஃபங்க்ஷனே பண்ண முடியல, என்னோட கிட்னி ரொம்ப வீக் ஆகிட்டே போகுது. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? தெர் வில் பி லாட் ஆஃப் யூரியா தட் இஸ் அக்யூமுலேட்டட் இன் மை பிளட். கரெக்டாக? என்னோட யூரியா வந்து என்னோட பிளட்ல ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிட்டே போகும். Highly harmful and usually a consequence of kidney or renal failure. When my kidney doesn't function well, the urea level in the blood increases. Okay, that is what we call it as uremia. Okay, இதை எப்படி ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, ஸோ இனிஷியல் ஸ்டேஜில் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? தே கோ ஃபார் ஹீமோடயாலிசிஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த ஹீமோடயாலிசிஸ் பற்றின கொஸ்டின் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஸோ ஹீமோடயாலிசிஸ் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் கிட்னி. என்னன்னு சொல்கிறோம்? இதை ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் கிட்னின்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஓகே, நம்ம கிட்னியால் பண்ண முடியாததை ஒரு டிவைஸ் பண்ணுது. ஸோ மேம், ஹீமோடயாலிசிஸ் இஸ் இட் பெயின்ஃபுல்? எஸ் பசங்களா, இட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி பெயின்ஃபுல். Okay, but it is the only way for kidney failure patients. So kidney failure, uremia, renal failure, adellame ஒரே word தான். Okay, so we have to understand what hemodialysis is. It's very very important from exam point of view. Okay, it's a medical condition which in which the kidneys fail to adequately filter the waste product from the blood. Ma'am, எவ்வளோ frequent hemodialysis பண்ணணும் ma'am? It depends on the severity of the patients. So normally இப்போதான் உங்களுக்கு initial stagesல இருக்குப்பா kidney failureனா they go for once in 15 days, okay, or twice in month, அந்த மாதிரி they go for it. Okay, but if it is very very severe, அவங்க kidney failure rate வந்து ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இருக்குன்னா they have to do it every 2 days once or 3 days once. They have to do this. Okay, hemodialysis should be started after diagnosis is done. நானே போய் hemodialysis எனக்கு பண்ண முடியாது. The doctor has to suggest this is the only way. இது பண்ணா மட்டும்தான் நீங்க உயிர் வாழ முடியும்ன்ற ஒரு situation வந்தா மட்டும்தான் they will do it. Okay, so it consists of a dialyzing machine. Okay, ஒரு machine மாதிரி இருக்கும். So அந்த machineல வந்து ஒரு dialyzing fluid இருக்கும். Okay, so in hemodialysis blood is drained from an artery. ஒரு ஆர்டரியில இருந்து கையில தான் யூசுவலி இருக்கும். கையில இருந்து ஒரு ஆர்டரி எடுப்பாங்க. அந்த ஆர்டரியில இருந்து blood வந்து ஒரு dialyzing unit குள்ள போடுவாங்க. இதுதான் உங்களோட dialyzing unit. So இந்த dialyzing unitல என்ன இருக்கும்னா it consists of the same composition as plasma. என்னோட plasmaல என்ன இருக்கும் அதே தான் அந்த dialyzing unit குள்ளேயும் இருக்கும். இதுக்குள்ளேயும் இருக்கும். ஆனால் ஒன்றே ஒன்று மட்டும் இருக்காது, என்னோட நைட்ரோஜினஸ் வேஸ்ட் மட்டும் இருக்காது. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும், என்னோட பிளட்ல என்ன இருக்குது, நைட்ரோஜினஸ் வேஸ்ட் இருக்குது. கரெக்டாக? ஸோ ஆல் த நைட்ரோஜினஸ் வேஸ்ட் வில் ட்ராவல் இன் டு மை டயலைசிங் யூனிட். Okay, there is a cellophane membrane that allows the passage of molecule based on the concentration gradient. So என்னோட பிளட்ல என்ன இருக்குது, என்னோட பிளட்ல நைட்ரோஜினஸ் வேஸ்ட் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. Correcta? So the nitrogenous waste will move from outside into the cellophane tube through a cellophane membrane. So that is very very important. இப்போ என்னோட blood is free from nitrogenous waste. என்னோட ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து சக்ஸஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. என்னோட எய்ம் என்ன இருந்துச்சு, அந்த பேஷண்ட்டோட பிளட்லேருந்து வேஸ்ட்டை வந்து ரிமூவ் பண்ணணும். அதை நான் பண்ணிட்டேன். So the blood will be pumped back through a vein, not through an artery. Okay, it is taken out through an artery and put in through a vein. You can see here. Okay, clean blood, removed blood for cleaning. புரிஞ்சதா? எல்லாருக்கும் ஹீமோடயாலிசிஸ் புரிஞ்சதா? ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இது ஒரு கொஸ்டினாக கேட்பாங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ the dialysis fluid contains the same composition as plasma except nitrogenous waste. Okay, am I clear பசங்களா? Please do let me know. Do like this live. Share this live. இது ரொம்ப அப்படியே என்சிஆர்டிலேருந்து தான் எடுத்திருக்கோம் இது எல்லாமே. Can I continue? Please do let me know. Yes, we have some questions that needs to be discussed. So 2023ல 4 question கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. அதில் இருக்க மொதல் question, nephrons are of 2 types, cortical nephron and juxtamedullary nephron, based on their relative position in cortex and medulla. I want everyone watching this live to answer. Okay, juxtamedullary nephron have short loop of Henle, whereas cortical nephron have long loop of Henle. They have given one assertion and one reason. Okay, now what is true, what is false, they have asked. Okay, இது வந்து 2023 ஓட question. Recent. Is the first statement true? Yes. The first statement is absolutely true. Is the second statement true? No. Juxtamedullary nephron do not have the short loop of Henle. They have a long loop of Henle. Okay, whereas cortical nephron have short loop. So the assertion is true, whereas your reason is false. Yes. Very good Mariam, very good Madan. The answer is option D. நான் சொன்னேனா இல்லையா, juxtamedullary nephron cortical nephron question கேட்பாங்கன்னு. இப்போ நான் ஒரு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா question கேட்குறேன். Which nephron is maximum? Is it your cortical nephron or juxtamedullary nephron? நம்ம கிட்னியில் வந்து எது அதிகமாக இருக்குது, இது ரெண்டில் எது நம்ம கிட்னியில் அதிகமாக இருக்குது? Is it juxtamedullary or cortical nephron? I want an answer. Yes, this was also asked in 2023. Okay, we already discussed. Let us do state. Very good, cortical nephron, excellent. Okay, and excessive loss of body fluid from the body switches off osmoreceptors. இது off கிடையாது. இது வந்து on. Ma'am, அது on, ma'am, அது off இல்ல. Yes or no? ADH facilitates water reabsorption to prevent diuresis. Yes, this is absolutely correct. True. இது வந்து false. Okay. ANF causes vasodilation. Yes. ANF என்றது என்னது? Atrial natriuretic factor. So it is going to cause vasodilation. It is going to increase my blood pressure. Yes, this is true. Okay. ADH cause increase in blood pressure. Okay. ADH is responsible for decrease in GFR. What is the right answer here? என்ன வந்து கரெக்டான ஆன்சர்? Yes, it is option 3. ADH does not increase the blood pressure. Okay, ADH is responsible for decrease in GFR. அப்பனா எங்க? It is also going to decrease my blood pressure. Okay, the answer is option C. Okay, புரிஞ்சுதா பசங்களா? எப்படி these questions are little tough. I want to be honest with you. So, but when you read your NCERT very clearly, you will get the answers correct. This is correct. Can we continue? Can we continue, pasangla? We have few more questions. This was also in 2023. Okay. Ascending limb of Henle is impermeable to water and allows transport of electrolyte actively or passively. Dilution of filtrate takes place due to efflux of electrolyte in the medullary fluid. So this time they are asking more assertion and reasoning. So அவங்க எதை பத்தி கேட்டிருக்காங்க பசங்களா? They have asked you about your ascending limb of Henle. So first எனக்கு ascending limb னா என்னன்னு தெரியும். இது வந்து descending, இது வந்து ascending. Okay. So I already told you descending limb ல என்ன நடக்கும்? Concentration நடக்கும். Ascending limb ல என்ன நடக்கும்? Dilution நடக்கும். Answer தெரிஞ்சா please do let me know. Yes. Option 4. One second, I'll finish this and I'll come back to that, Mariam. Just a minute. Okay. Tell me the answer for this. The concentration is decreasing. Here the dilution is increasing. So, என்ன answer இதுக்கு? இது வந்து ascending limb. இது வந்து உங்களோட descending limb. Yeah, I will come back. Please first let us answer this and then I'll come back to that. What is the answer? Is the first statement correct? The ascending limb of Henle is impermeable to water and allows transport of electrolytes actively or passively. Next, dilution of filtrate takes place due to efflux of electrolyte in the medullary fluid. Yes, the electrolytes are removed. NaCl is removed. So, what is the right answer for this? Can anyone tell me what is the right answer? I want answers. A is true, R is false. A is false, R is true. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Correct. ரொம்ப clear-ஆன statement இது. Okay. Both are absolutely correct. So, what was the last question? A, B and E. Yes, sorry. Okay, it is A, B and E. How come A is correct? A is not correct, Mariam. A is not correct. See what they have told. An excessive loss of body fluid from the body switches off osmoreceptors they have given. It is not off. It is going to on your osmoreceptors. Okay. Then you tell B. B is correct. Okay. E is also correct. Okay. There is one issue here. I will check this answer. Next slide la solra idu. Okay. I will tell about this in the next slide. Okay. Yes. Next question. Arrange the events of renin-angiotensin mechanism in correct sequence. என்ன நடக்குது நம்ம renin angiotensin mechanismல? First என்ன ஆகுது? என்னோட glomerular blood pressure வந்து கம்மி ஆகுது. கரெக்ட்டா? This is the first one. Then what is happening when my glomerular blood pressure decreases? Activation of Jg cell and release of renin is happening. Correct? So this is C. Then you have A. Then what will happen? Renin will do what? Renin will actually convert my angiotensinogen is converted into angiotensin 1 and then to angiotensin 2. So it is CAE. Then what will happen? Then what will this angiotensin do? It is going to activate my release of aldosterone. Next, what will happen? This will happen. Correct? What is the option now? What is the option for this? Idhula correct answer enna? Idu 2023 da. So nariya questions ketirukanga 2023 la. Yes, very good, excellent. Yes, what is your doubt, JPK? Can you please tell me? That first answer I will discuss again. Okay, the options la edho one irukku pola, I'll just discuss again. So the answer is 1. Yeah, this is 2022, I think. Nitrogenous waste is excreted in the form of pellet or paste. Pellet or paste na enna? They are uricotelic. So which of the following organism here are uricotelic? You should know the scientific names here. Option 1, pavo. Pavo is your bird. Rest of them are not birds here. Okay. Then, which one of the following reduces blood pressure? This is a very interesting question. Direct question. Edu vandu enoda blood pressure kammi pannu? Yes, Madan. Answer is correct. Okay. Antidiuretic hormone, ANF, aldosterone, angiotensin 2. Edu vandu enoda blood pressure koraikkum? Answers please. They are all directly from your NEET PYQs. See, ADH enna pannu? Enoda blood pressure increase pannu. Okay. ANF, it is going to decrease. This is going to cause vasoconstriction. Okay. Aldosterone is also going to increase. Angiotensin is also going to increase. So the answer is ANF. Already sonna mari, it is going to decrease my blood pressure. So ANF enna pannu? ANF causes vasodilation. Can anyone tell me the full form of ANF? Can anyone tell me the full form of ANF? Yes, Mariam correct, Madan correct. The answer is option 2. ANF is produced where? ANF full form da irukanga. ANF is produced where? It is produced by the right atrial valve. Right atrial valve, when the blood pressure is very high. Okay. Yes. Next question. Terrestrial adaptations necessitated the production of highly toxic nitrogenous waste like urea and uric acid, lesser toxic nitrogenous waste like urea and uric acid, lesser toxic nitrogenous waste like ammonia and urea, highly toxic nitrogenous waste like ammonia and urea. What is the right answer here? This question seems to be very simple, and our options konja confusing ah irukku. Terrestrial adaptation la enna aachi? Whether my what are the two excretory product? I have my urea and uric acid. Okay, terrestrial adaptation. So ammonia irukra rendume tappu. Yes or no? So is my urea and uric acid lesser toxic? Yes. So the answer is option B. Okay, try to understand the question, try to decipher your answers properly. Okay, next, yeah, the same thing related to that. Select the correct statements. Angiotensin 2 activates the cortex of adrenal gland to release aldosterone. Absolutely correct. Aldosterone leads to increase in blood pressure. ANF acts as a check on renin-angiotensin mechanism. Correct. Okay, idukana answer solunga, yaar solringa nu paapom. ADH causes vasodilation. No, it causes vasoconstriction. Okay, vasopressin is released from adenohypophysis. No, it is released from neurohypophysis. That is your posterior pituitary. Okay, hypophysis. Yes, now tell me what is the answer? What is the answer for this? A, B and C. Yes, correct. Option 4. Purunjada, all of you watching this live, how to answer this question? See how much you should know the subject. Okay, it is not a joke. Next, presence of which of the following conditions in urine is an indicative of diabetes mellitus? So எது வந்து என்னோட diabetes mellitus குறிக்கிடும்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Uremia and renal calculi, ketonuria and glycosuria, renal calculi and hyperglycemia, uremia and ketonuria. What is the answer for this? uremia na enna? Increased level of urea in the blood. Renal calculi enna? Kidney stone. Ketonuria na enna? Ketone bodies. Glycosuria na enna? It is high sugar in the blood. What is the answer for this? Excellent. Uremia is not a symptom of diabetes. Okay, ketonuria and glycosuria. This is also rightly from your NCERT book. Next question. Which of the following would help in prevention of diuresis? நம்ம diuresis stop பண்ண prevent பண்ணோன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay. So reabsorption of sodium and water from the renal tubule due to aldosterone. Yes, this will prevent my diuresis. ANF causes vasoconstriction. Does ANF cause vasoconstriction pasangla? Does ANF cause vasoconstriction? No. ANF cause vasodilation. So that statement is wrong. Next, decrease in the secretion of renin by J.G. cell? No. Correct. Whenever there is an increase in the secretion of renin, that's when there will be more aldosterone. That's when there will be more reabsorption, and that will prevent diuresis. More water reabsorption due to under secretion of ADH. This is going to cause diuresis. இது வந்து diuresisக்கு lead பண்ணும். So என்ன answer பசங்களா? What is the answer for this? 1. Very good. The answer is option 1. Okay, அவ்வளவுதான். ரொம்ப ஈஸியா நீங்களே சொல்லிட்டீங்க. Yes. So you need to understand each and every option. We have another question. So in the regulation base பண்ணி எத்தனை question கேட்டிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. Okay. So ANF increases blood pressure. Does ANF increase blood pressure? No. It is going to decrease my blood pressure pasangla. Angiotensin 2 is a powerful vasodilator. Is it a vasodilator? Does it do vasodilation? No. Correct. Counter current pattern of blood flow is not observed in vasa recta. Is not observed in kuduthirukanga. It is observed. Reduction in GFR activates the JG cells to release renin. Yes. Yes or no? Here all which is a correct statement in ketirukanga. Ellame thappu. Your option 4 is right. Okay. So in the regulation la nariya question kekkalam. Okay. Yes. So that's for today's session. So let me ask you guys few questions. Where are podocytes present? This is like a rapid fire. So yaralla first la last varaikum in the live paathirkingala you will be able to answer. Where are podocytes present? Podocytes என்றது எங்க இருக்கு? Answers please. Very good. It's present in your Bowman's capsule. Yes. What is the GFR per day? Glomerular filtration rate per day எவ்வளோ? What is the GFR per day? Yes, only Mariam and Madan are answering. Rest of them are not answering. GFR per day. Very good, very good. What is JGA? JGA na enna? The juxtaglomerular apparatus na enna? How is this juxtaglomerular apparatus formed or where is it formed? Where is this juxtaglomerular? Yes, very good. 180 liters per day. The juxtaglomerular apparatus is formed at the junction of DCT and afferent arteriole. Okay. What is the hormone that your JGA is producing? Rendu hormones sonna correct ah? Onnu vandu renin, இன்னொன்று வந்து erythropoietin. யாருக்காவது தெரியுமா what is the function of erythropoietin ன்னு சொல்லி? This erythropoietin is going to help in stimulation of erythrocytes. Okay, it is going to help in production of RBC. Erythrona enna? RBC, correct ah? So erythropoietin helps in production of RBC. Okay, clear? Yes. Any other doubts? Yes, very good Mariam. RBC. So this is all about your excretory products and their elimination. Very, very important chapter. So this year also please to concentrate on regulation, physiology of urine formation, structure of nephron, disorders. Okay, the 4 concepts புரிஞ்சிட்டாலே போதும், the entire chapter is done. Thank you for decoding biology with me, and don't forget to comment. Do let me know how the session was, if at least you have learned something from this session. Okay, yeah. Any other doubts? Anything else you guys want to share? Please do leave a victory sign so that I feel satisfied that I have taught something. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like பண்ணுங்க, share பண்ணுங்க, comment பண்ண மறந்துடாதீங்க. Thank you so much. Let's meet in yet another interesting live session, and I'm also planning a quiz, maybe on Thursday or Friday. Okay, we will put it in the shorts. So get yourself prepared. Chapters பேரும் முதல்லே சொல்லிடுறேன். So நீங்க அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி prepare பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. Thank you. Bye guys. Bye.